friends, this is tip number 24 in my series of 30 tips for selling on Poshmark. Today I'm going to talk to you about trading. So there's a couple different types of ways to trade or ways that people trade, and I'm going to tell you what those different ways are, and I'm also going to share with you my viewpoint and also what Poshmark says about trading on their website. So first of all, if you've been on Poshmark for pretty much any amount of time, you've probably had somebody comment on something of yours. If you have a good amount of items in your closet, they've commented trade question mark, and you might not know what that means. And what it means is that they want to exchange some item in their closet for one of the items in your closet without paying the full value of it as far as money wise. And there's two different types of people that trade. The first way is through listing an item for $3, which is the minimum amount of the minimum price that you can list something for on Poshmark is $3. And then both parties will list the item that they want to trade for $3, and then they each buy that item, so they pay the $3 plus the $5.95 shipping. So if you do decide to trade and you want to do it the way that a lot of people do it is by spending $9 to do that trade. So you want to make sure that you are getting the value of that $9 to trade. And then another way that I highly discourage you to do, and I've had some people comment to me, and I think it's wrong to do this. Some people will list the item for $3 and they each buy each other's, and then they cancel the order, but they still have that label. But that label, that shipping label, it's not, it can't be tracked, and you're kind of cheating the system to do that. So I wouldn't discourage you to do that. And if somebody recommends it to you, then I would just stay away from a trade like that. But that's one way that people might tell you that they want, that might be one way that people say that they want to trade. So I would definitely recommend staying away from someone who says to buy each other's listing and then cancel it, because there's no way of tracking that order, and it's also fraudulent with the post office. So I would recommend not to do that. But if you do decide to trade, the most popular way is for listing an item for $3, buying each other's item, and then also paying the $5.95 shipping. So you end up each spending $9 to do a trade. Trading, in my opinion, is just something that I stay away from. I don't trade, and I never have traded. I did think about it when I first joined. Everyone was commenting trade on my items, and I didn't really know what to think about it. But I just decided not to trade, to stay away from it, because I heard a lot of bad stories with trading. So I choose to stay away from it. But Poshmark's policy is that it is allowed, but it is discouraged. So they discourage it because there's no way that they can track the order, and or there's no way that they can like, if the person ends up not shipping, there's nothing that Poshmark can do about it, and they can't use their Posh Protect on the value of the item. So if you ship something that's worth $100, like, and it gets lost in the mail, or if the other person says you didn't ship it, there's no way that you're going to get refunded that money. So it is questionable, even if you do do the trading for the $9 total. It is questionable if you're actually going to get your item, and there's no protection on it also. So that's why I choose to stay away from it, because Poshmark discourages it. So I don't want to trade either, but it is something that you can do. It is allowed, and if it does come to you, great. But if it does get lost, or if the seller or the other trader doesn't ship, then you might you lose the $9 and lose the item that you shipped out. So you can decide whether or not you want to trade, but that's just my opinion on trading, and also what Poshmark says about it, that it's allowed but discouraged. And there's those two different types of traders. So stay away from the traders that say that they're going to cancel the order. At least I recommend to, because you don't know if they're going to ship your item. And then the second way is each person spends $9 total. So you have to list it for $3, and then you have to pay the $6 shipping. So those are the two ways of trading, and I also discourage it, but it is allowed on Poshmark. So if you do feel like at this time, it is allowed at this time. So if you feel like there is a trade that you want to do, go ahead and do it. And comment below if you have ever traded on Poshmark. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Bye. That was tip number 24.